So today I'd like to talk to you, the first-time home buyer, about your inspections. So you've done your home search, you've pre-approved for a mortgage, and you've found the right home, you've negotiated, agreed upon a price, and the next step is your home inspections. Now here in the state of Massachusetts, most of the time you're given about 10 days from the signing of the purchase and sale to complete your inspections. You do need to provide the seller with 24-hour notice to access the property, and outside of that you are to be given the right to free reign of the property. The inspections are at your expense, and it's important for you to understand that you need this money set aside. I don't know any real estate agent that does not recommend the inspection process. It can save you a lot of hassles down the road. It's for your information, it's for your protection, and it's the best money you can spend in your home purchase. So you're entitled to a few different things. The first is the structural and mechanical inspection. And the inspector is of your choice, and you will access the property and have a complete run-through from roof to basement of all of the structure, components, and mechanical operations. Your inspector should explain to you about proper maintenance. They should explain to you about small repairs versus larger repairs, and they should be, just sort of touching base with you throughout the time of the inspection and explaining what they're finding. The second inspection that most people do is the termite inspection, and many mortgages are going to require you to do a termite inspection. So the structural and mechanical is your option, although I don't know why anyone wouldn't do it. The termite inspection is oftentimes, but not always, mandatory. In the contracts that we use, the state of Massachusetts determines that if there are boring infestations, that the seller is required up to the first $1,000 to treat or repair. Now, mind you, this is in a typical residential sale. If it's bank owned, there's all sorts of different stipulations, and every lender has a different guideline for what they will and will not do, and most of them will do absolutely nothing. So you need to know that if you are looking into buying a bank-owned and you're doing your inspections, they are for your information only, and the lender will not be accepting repair requests. Now, regarding making requests, if you're in a traditional purchase and sale, a residential resale, it is common practice that if there are issues found with the property, that the buyer go to the seller and make a repair request. And while this is common practice, and it normally works out just fine, it's important for you to understand that the moment that you do that, you have technically left the purchase and sale agreement open. And at that point, you could lose the property. Your deposit, your escrow deposit, is protected by this clause. So if there is a problem with the property and you don't want to move forward with the sale, or the seller decides that they're not going to do the repairs for you, then your deposits will be returned to you as long as you have reported everything within the dates that are spelled out in your contract. Those dates are what I call drop-dead dates. You must pay attention to them. Your realtor should be helping you to pay attention to them. Very important. If for some reason you are unable to accomplish your inspections or the reporting from the inspections by that date, then you must file a request for extension. And again, that opens you up for the seller to reject that option. Common practice is that most of the time it works out just fine, but you should know that, making any kind of request does put a loophole in the contract.